What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. And in today's video, we are continuing to dive, I should say, into the Mcfly discography. So this is something that we've been working on for honestly quite some time. I appreciate that I did it all these years later prior to doing it when I first started reacting to Mcfly, because I've learned so much more about them as humans and as a band and their career and all these things that I feel like when I finally do sit down with these albums, I appreciate them a little bit more because I understand some of the nuances to some things. You know what I mean? Like sometimes records can hit different just if you feel like you know more about it. So anyways, ranting already, we haven't even started. Today's record that we're checking out is Above the Noise from Mcfly. This was originally released in 2010. I've been reacting to Mcfly for a little bit now, so I've watched a lot of live performances, both on Patreon, which you guys should go check out. I got Busted, McBusted, Mcfly, you name it. There's so much, especially when it comes to these album reactions, full album listening party. You guys can go check it out right now. If you're watching this, you can go watch it on Patreon right now. And I don't cut anything out. But in the course of doing all that, I have like heard a lot of Mcfly stuff. Okay. A lot. So I don't know every song on this record, but I know there's going to be some that I have heard before. So we just jam these things and enjoy the fuck out of them. And I'm so excited. I also didn't realize this. I'm looking at the track list right now, but Shine a Light, I did not know that that was such a big song. Like even, you know, looking at the streams on it here, 23 million streams. It is significantly bigger than any other song on this record. And I also guess I didn't realize that Tayo Cruz was part of that. The more you know. I'm excited to dive in. Like I said, if you guys want to support me, means the world to me. Go check out Patreon. Every Mcfly record, as we're doing them, I have full album listening parties. And there's also like 160 albums you guys can jam with me over there. There's documentaries. There's all kinds of cool shit. And everything over there supports me 100%. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for giving me the last 6 years of this most amazing career. It's so sick. So, all right, we're starting right here. Into the World. Let's go. It's like an experience.
Auto sequence start. Danny.
It sounds like 1999.
Harry.
Eyes in the dark.
Woo! Danny Jones, baby. Ooh.
And the guys are from Mars. But in the end,
Okay, this instrumental is crazy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but I love Danny's voice in this. That's the cool thing about having those rock-oriented vocals is sometimes you can like really put him into this like soul funk kind of moment, and it's fucking a moment.
in your eyes,
What?
it's you forever.
Oh shit!
I really think this could be
Wait, what?
the end of the world. The sky's falling down.
Oh, I love this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've said so many times how multiple members in this group could be part of so many genres if they wanted to be. And that's one thing that I've always like stressed about Mcfly is that they are not afraid to like fucking experiment and try shit. I love the pop emphasis coming into this. I don't know if that's what the whole record's gonna be, but you can hear it's almost as if you took the Backstreet Boys, mixed it with like a rock group, what that would kind of sound like. And I love to hear Tom's vocal coming out of that because it's something that I've definitely heard him do, especially when he's in the pop punk space. But that emphasis on pop is so cool from him.
I sell my soul to the devil.
Hey, Backstreet's back.
Evil.
It's that like synthesizer that it's got like that perfect amount of distortion that just reminds me of so much of like 90s and early 2000s like boy band pop, which I'm obviously a huge fan of. Oh,
The sky's falling down.
I love the melody to that. Oh yeah, let's go. It is so fucking heavy, and I love this because it's such a good blend of the things I love a lot from Mcfly when it comes to that experimentation. So you essentially have this like pop rock track, but now we've got this like Avenged Sevenfold style fucking like guitar solo right here. Huge fan. Going right back into that club vibe. I'm so into that.
And spread the word around.
Tom's voice like that is so cool. Fuck yes, dude. One track in, I already fucked my hair up. Like, that's heavy as fuck. I'm gonna be so real with you too. I did not expect that coming at all.
Mission complete.
Exactly. Mission complete is an understatement. I was expecting that pop rock sound for more. And then when we got that first guitar solo, I feel like that was the moment when I was like, all right, that shit is like such a blend. But to have it hit one more time and to have such a heavy breakdown at the end, it's just so fucking Mcfly. Oh boy. This sounds like 2009, 2008. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's giving me 303, but not in my favorite way. Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, 303 was like all about like this style. Like this was, they had such a fucking moment in this. I think like if it wasn't Mcfly, I would feel different about this, but like just because like I'm such a big fan of most of their catalog, it's just weird to hear them do this sound. I could definitely see why they would be though, if you can recall this time, if you were around then, and you can recall this time in music, this is what the radio sounded like. It was a lot of like, you know, gates on synthesizers, wow, 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 like a lot of that going on. Ooh, that note though. I like that though, because it gives me that blend, which is probably why I was talking about 303 in general, but it gives me that blend of almost that like pop punk kind of sound mixed with that dance kind of sound, and like what comes of that when you have the synthesizers going and all those gates going on, but you're doing those woes like you would be doing in pop punk, which is really sick. Ooh, that comes back in so good right there. That's a vibe. It's like it's at the end and now it's in my brain. I don't know the words. Okay. Here's my thoughts by the end of the song. I think at first it's a little jarring to hear them doing that kind of style. Not to say that it's off the table for them, because they have, you know, they can go into so many sounds. I think it's just more so that like, I can't say it's not their style, but based on all the music they had been making, this was definitely just experimental. So it's weird to hear them do that sound. However, like I said, the jarring piece of it kind of like goes away as you're listening to it. And then you more and more find these things, at least for me, that I do like, that by the end of it, I'm fucking enjoying it. So that's why, like, if I am hearing something that I don't like, I try to tell you guys right away, because our minds change a lot when we're listening to things. And by the end of the album, things change. So I like to tell you guys as it's happening. Got a nice gold, warm sound to it. Woo! Hey, lines like that are so important, because I think it really shows Mcfly. I think it shows people that like, hey, we're Mcfly. Yeah, we make these cool pop punk songs. Like we can make these rock songs and fucking high energy and have a great time. But listen to our like vocal melodies too. Like listen to what we can do in the pop space as well. Woo! Okay, wait a minute. I don't think I've ever listened to a recorded version. I think I've only seen it in live things. Correct me if I'm wrong. I never realized the like that pop ballad emphasis this had, and I'm super into the vocals in this. Woo! Great harmony. Fuck. I get that like soulful warm sound coming through this. It really adds when you have those vocals. All these little vocal melodies. So good. That actually gave me like a huge like Prince vibe just now.
Feel so right. Girl, I just wanna be the one to take you to heaven tonight.
God damn. Danny.
You feel so right. Girl, I just wanna be the one to take you to heaven tonight.
So good. The pop vocals are amazing here. Like I'm going to keep putting an emphasis on it because I talk about the vocals of this group a lot, and like this is just such a great fucking layer. Fucking so good. Yeah, I really feel like this is a really great example of how well they can fit in the pop space. I'm just saying. Like that, those vocals are fucking top notch. I don't know why I didn't know Tayo Cruz was a part of this. Maybe I did know that and I just didn't remember it.
And make it through the hardest storm and bad weather. Okay. And give me
It is definitely interesting. I'm just trying to think like as a fan, it is definitely interesting to hear, like when I hear Shine a Light, especially like live, I think of it as this huge rock anthem, like rock ballad. And that really is what it is. I mean, Mcfly is meant to be heard live. I don't know that I've sat down and really listened to just the recorded version of this. I bet it was interesting to listen to the records leading up to this record and then listen to this single come out the first time, because I'm sure there's a part of you, this happens to everybody, where even if it's my favorite band, I want my favorite bands to try new stuff. Let's just be real, because if they don't exist anymore, which is why Mcfly is around still, right? But that doesn't mean that even though I want them to do that, when I hear it, I'm immediately like, oh yeah, I love this. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, I was not expecting them to do this, but then you hear just how good they are at that style. And I feel like that is what, at least for me as a fan of music, for example, take a band like, I talk about Bayside a lot, but Bayside has had like a similar sound, like a structural sound, but like they kind of like innovate with the things they do around that sound a lot. I feel like Mcfly is very similar in the sense that they have this, like, they have a core sound, or at least like what their core value of, you know, what they pulled from music is, right? And like, they build around that so much that no matter what they do, there's a signature sound on it. So even in Shine a Light with this, you know, Tayo Cruz instrumental thing going on, right? You hear it and at first it's like, oh, this is like, wait, what? Who is this? Because I mean, you could even say like, who is this at first, right? You like, if you're not like someone who listens to Mcfly all the time, this would be like, whoa, right? But I love that as you hear that instrumental, as you hear everything kind of open up, it just sounds like Mcfly. And like being able to put your signature sound on something new that you're trying, I think is really fucking cool. And not everybody can do that. So salute. I definitely prefer the live version to it though.
Now I hear my voice
Fuck.
loud and clear above the noise.
He said it. Love that rasp so much. I'll talk about it every time.
I'm on my own. If anybody sees her, shine a light on her.
I definitely feel like live you really get Mcfly though. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely like you can hear the Tayo Cruz fucking instrumental, right? But like you feel the live Mcfly version of this song so much. I think that's why I just prefer it so much.
She left me with a broken heart. Hey, now I'm on my own.
Wait, who is that? Is that Tayo? Does Tayo Cruz also sing?
Hey, shine a light on her. Hey, shine a light on her. Hey, shine a light on her. Hey, shine a light on her.
Still a banger. Doesn't matter if it's live or not. But I think I just, you know what? I'm just a fan of like big ballad moments, big like guitar ring out, fucking everybody singing. And this Shine a Light to me is such that moment when like everyone could literally be just like singing at the top of their lungs. And you could do that in this version, but for some reason when it's live with guitars and the big drums and stuff, I feel like that emotion I think just goes a little bit further. I feel like their vocals they actually take to like another level, whereas in this it feels, and it's a huge fucking track, right? Everyone obviously knows the song, but it feels like they're actually being reserved with their vocals and stuff in this, because you're trying to, you're making a club banger, maybe you don't necessarily know it's about to be this arena rock fucking ballad that we all love. And the only reason I'm like talking about it so much is because we just watched the live version of the anniversary show that they did, and I felt like that was like so fucking good, so massive. So Shine a Light is very fresh on the brain for me. Those Tayo Cruz vocals at the end, I'm pretty sure that's who that was. Those are solid. I think I didn't know that Tayo Cruz also sang. I thought he was just a producer. And like I said, me talking about the instrumental on this is not like to discredit the fact that this instrumental is sick. It's just that when you sometimes you get so used to a sound, you know what I mean? I'll be your man. Hey, vibey.
Whoa, I've never met a girl. I'm here and close your eyes.
Woo!
Lie back, release your mind, and let the world fall down while I'm by your side.
Tom has such a beautiful range. God damn. Like that whole run right there is so good.
I'll be
Oh, this is like, what? Am I expecting Mcfly to do this? No. Do I love it? Yes.
door because you need me.
Oh my God, he is just walking all over this
And I
instrumental.
don't care about your mistake.
God damn. I don't think I've really heard this sound from him before, and I'm so into this. It's just like emotion that comes out of it. I feel like I'm watching Tom Fletcher literally just like walking so chill over this beat, literally just soothing our hearts and making us all fall for him with this like effortless, I don't know, his delivery is fucking insane in this. I'm obsessed. I feel like I need to watch a live version because I just want to see him like really getting into these notes because it sounds like that's what he's doing.
I'll be your man.
Oh, with the harmonies on that, that's it.
I'll be your man. I'll hold your
Oh my God.
hand, the flames.
Oh, and the guitar just coming right back in. Oh my God. This is such a good Mcfly song. Not even just a good song on this record. This is a great Mcfly song. Gonna go ahead and add that to the playlist. Yeah, that has to be one of my favorite moments from, honestly, just from Tom. Like, I feel like that delivery from him is incredible. I feel like I understand like how well-rounded he is as a musician, but like it still amazes me that like the more and more that I listen to the music of Mcfly or Tom or anything, the more that I learn, like there's so much I don't know about Tom's voice. That right there was a really great delivery. I just love the emotion in it. I love how soulful it felt. The way those harmonies would come in that chorus really made it feel like choir-like in such a beautiful way. And it's really cool to think of like 4 pop punk dudes fucking putting this song together and composing this and it being like so fucking beautiful. Like that to me is just awesome, man. I fucking love that. All right, this is Nowhere Left to Run.
I've got nowhere left to run. I've got nowhere left to hide. Nowhere left to run.
Oh,
I've got nowhere left to hide.
that power.
Without you,
Oh shit.
without you, I can't live 'cause I need you.
Fuck yeah.
Save me,
This is so fucking good though.
save me. I've got no more love to give.
Hey,
I've got no more tears to cry. If you leave me, if you leave me,
oh, Tom is just crushing the vocals on this.
die, 'cause I need you.
Oh, I'm so into this. What the fuck?
Save me, save me. 'Cause I need you. Yes, I need you.
Dude, these vocals are so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm like obsessed with this instrumental too. We're going through like an adventure together, I feel like. Oh. I feel like this would be such a sick thing to see live. Oh my god. I feel like I've seen a version of this live, have I not? Because I feel like I remember this like big moment right here. I'm gonna take it back a little bit, but this moment where these vocals are coming in, the synth is dropping even harder. This instrumental is like building up a lot. There's such a like emotional release right here. I feel like I wouldn't have shut up about that. I'm adding this to my fucking playlist too. This shit is so good. Fuck yeah. Oh. God. It's so heavy. God damn. Best song on this record. Best song. Best song. Best song. Best song. Best song on this record. Best song. Remix. That fucking song is so good. I love that instrumental so much. This is the blend that I think they were looking for in this record in its entirety. We heard similarities in Shine a Light or in Party Girl. These moments, I guess End of the World too, these moments where you hear that blend of like dance and like tech sort of sound, that electronic kind of sound mixing with that like rock sound that they bleed out no matter what they do, right? And you hear it in the vocals, you hear it in these things, but this is what I think the perfect moment of that sounds like. It reminds me of the band Enter Shikari in a way. I know that this isn't going as heavy as that, but it's that blend of electronic with heavy. My opinion, just it's so great. Went ahead and like I said, I don't know if I've seen a live version of that. Part of me feels like I have though, because I feel like I heard that end section and had a very similar feeling towards it. I may have even brought up Enter Shikari whenever I talked about it. That is so good. I can't shut the fuck up about it right now. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. Whoo. Like I said, I put it on the playlist. I want to listen to it again. You know, if these records, oh my God, it takes a long time to film these videos, obviously. But like, if it didn't, dude, I would listen to some of these songs over and over before I moved on to the next one. That is what a regular Steven listening to a new album sounds like. But obviously, for the sake of y'all's sanity, you don't want to see me listen to the same song that many times. So I Need a Woman.
Can't help thinking that there's somebody missing you. You're all I want. You're all I need.
Okay.
It's cold in the night.
Okay. Okay, I didn't love the first 53 seconds of this. I think it was like, it felt like the song was trying to maybe like find itself. However, once it found itself, I love where this is going. I love just how this built into it. It's kind of fun to like not be sure of a song and then let it kind of build out, right? Woo! Let's go. Woo! Woo! Danny Jones verse where he just sings right into my soul. Oh, dude. Like, literally, it's such a vibe. The only thing that I would have changed in this song, and it really doesn't matter, but like, I just feel like the verse, because I love, like, I'm pretty sure that was Tom, right? Like, again, it's crazy because those vocals are like so high in certain parts, but like, I feel like the verse composition could have been just a little different leading. I don't know how I would have changed it. Like, if I feel like if I could tell you how I would change it, then I would have felt better about even criticizing it. But like, I don't know necessarily what I would have changed about it, but like, it just didn't like pull me in at first. And the reason that I'm like putting an emphasis on that is that like, there's a moment in which the song, like, it catches where it's going to catch you and it hooks me in. And the rest of the song, I'm fucking into it. I love the way the instrumental changes so much. I love that there's like a nice, like very chill, laid back vibe, because it really lets moments when Tom's vocals are fucking high, sounds so good. Danny's vocals, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? When you have all of those kind of moments coming together, I feel like, again, I don't know what I would have changed for that verse, but I just like, it would have made it the perfect song, right? Having said that, even though I wasn't sure about the first 52 seconds, I just playlisted that song because I love the chorus of it so much. And honestly, like, me with some headphones hanging out with Danny Jones later is what's going to happen, because I need to hear that again. All right. And that's the truth.
I feel like I've been put on trial with you.
All right, let's go.
I know that something's wrong and I'm the one accused.
You know when you got that acoustic guitar with those drums?
When the verdict's in, plead my case.
Oh, yeah.
If you listen to the things that your friends say, you're gonna be lonely.
Woo!
How can you treat me like that when I give my all to you?
Okay, this song is slept on. I'm sorry. It's got 4 million streams. So it is like, it's the third most popular song on this record. It is, because I know what sound they're trying to go for here, which is that like very single heavy track. You know, you want a single heavy pop track that everybody can sing. This is better than the other two that I imagine were big songs on this, which was Party Girl and Shine a Light. I love how this sounds. This is what I was talking about in Nowhere Left to Run when I lost my fucking mind. This is like a companion track that I would imagine would be on that record that you'd be going for in a single, if that makes any sense. So I'm stoked about this. I'm taking it back a little bit. Did I say I'm soaked about this? That is disgusting. Go. Oh, I'm so into this. Come on. That post chorus right there. Yes. Come on, it's so fucking like big. Feels epic. Those orchestra sounds, come on. I would love to hear them do more of this, actually. Yes. Sorry, one more. That's so good. You know, here he's gonna have those fucking drum fills no matter what kind of genre it is. Hey! I love how good that fucking snare is too. It's just so on point for the time period that this came out. This is perfect. Like, this is a perfect song. Like, 10 out of 10. What is it with the last 4 tracks? I feel like the first few songs, I'm not gonna lie. Well, no, I liked End of the World. I just feel like there was like a moment when I'm like trying to get used to the sound from them. And now it's like track after track are becoming my favorite. So I fucking love that. This track right here though, I really do feel like if I was gonna put an EP out right before I put this record out and I wanted to like tease a couple songs, 2 songs that would absolutely be on here is Nowhere Left to Run and That's the Truth. And that's the truth, because I feel like those 2 songs are really great representative of being able to hit the like, you know, the electronic side, the pop side, the mainstream side, while also being McFly. That's the truth, though, in my opinion. Seems like it's kind of slept on. I feel like this should be a major McFly track. I guess all you could say is that like their whole discography doesn't really sound like this song, and like that can sometimes be an issue, right? Like it won't get as popular because you're not like the rest of your fan base hears all your other songs like, oh, this is what we like. But I still feel like this is one of those songs that were like, if they needed to break through in more of like a pop space, god damn, that's it right there. And if they didn't do it, selling it to a bigger band would have been a great idea too, in the sense that although I don't want them to do that, but like because they've written music for other bands too, I wonder if they wrote this for someone else and then saved it for themselves. And I'm glad that they did.
Now the sun is in your eyes, the moment has arrived to see. Take me
I feel like it's a little bland. I feel like it needs a little bit, a little more to it. Yeah, it's missing some power, I think. I love that guitar though. It feels so fucking like epic, powerful. You gonna drop? I feel like I would really like this song if it was like in a different key. Like, I think that's what's missing. I think like it feels like they're being very reserved. I feel like even with that vocal that Danny takes there, it's like, I feel like even he's like not pushing where he wants it to go. Bold of you to assume. Hey, okay, go off. I don't know. There's like certain versions of them doing this style that I really like, aka That's the Truth, you know, Nowhere Left to Run, all these things. These more like pop emphasis tracks. I think like there's a version of that I really like. There's a version of it that doesn't really click. And I know with their career as they went on, they didn't do a lot much more of this, I don't feel like. Because Take Me There kind of felt that way. And now this song as well, it from them, it definitely feels, I don't know, interesting. It leaves me feeling interesting. I will say, for what I do like in this sound, it's more of that sound from Tom, like we heard in I'll Be Your Man. Him being able to hit those notes and kind of like really like be soulful with it is really good. Even if it's a song that I'm not that into, I still really love his delivery in that. Okay. Now, come on, this is sick. But see, even moments like that tell me that they knew that they were holding themselves back in this stuff, right? Because like you hear through this entire song, there was really no need for them to have that moment right there, except that is McFly, right? So I feel like in some of these songs, you can tell that they were trying something, which I always commend. Yeah, that was definitely added because they were like, Danny's like, I need my vocals to go. Yeah. It's always like the songs that I'm not that sure about that end up being like 4 minutes long. I really appreciated the vocals in this from Tom. Again, it's that I'll Be Your Man thing. I really love him doing those kind of vocals. And I love that Danny takes that moment to pull out this like Lenny Kravitz fucking like American Woman style moment. I love it so much. And again, it just gives me this vibe that maybe they knew that, like, I feel like Danny likes to go into those, like, you know, rockier vocals. I know that he likes to like get to go out. And I feel like in some of these songs, especially a track like this, it is reserved, right? So it wouldn't really make sense to be doing that in every chorus. So I love that he literally has a section in this song broken out just for him to have that moment and have those vocals come back in. And that actually is my favorite part of the song. So again, I don't know that I love them doing the style so much. I think it's just because like they are such an interesting band. And sometimes this genre, if you're a band that does so many different styles and sounds and you do them really well, and then you come into a genre where you have to pull some of that back, sometimes I feel like that might not be like the best move. Some of the best characteristics of you're having to hold back on for the sake of the key, for the sake of the genre. Yeah, is what it is. Everybody's got an opinion. Mine is foolish. This is foolish.
I never thought you'd remember the way that I left the home.
Oh, I like the tempo of this.
Didn't know. Foolish for me to think she would leave by December. Foolish to let misery let her fall apart in morning.
Oh yeah, this is another really cool example of them blending this emphasis on the pop sound. I love it. Like this is a really cool example of that. I feel like Tom has the vocals for this, like straight up. It came out in his DNA to be able to do this kind of sound. And I love that it seems so effortless for him because it really takes us on a journey when we go through these like vocal moments with them. That whole build up there was so sick. I think I'm so conflicted because I like them doing that pop rock sound. I want them to do the pop mainstream ballads, whatever, make big singles, and they do it so well. But like, I also realize that there are levels to that. And like, some of the sound that I really love from them the most maybe isn't always that style. That backing vocal, while you still have that harmony going, you're adding so many good layers right here. Oh, I love Tom's voice so much.
I'll never say goodbye. Driving on a one-way street. No, you turn to get back to me. No, you turn to get back to me. Running close to empty.
Dude, Tom's vocals, while also being harmonized, just sounds so good.
You turn to get back to me. Running close to empty, but I'll never say goodbye.
Oh yeah, is that getting a playlist? It is. I just made my own Above the Noise record just now. I think that's what happened, which is good. It makes it way easier to tell you guys how I feel about this. So here's my thoughts. First off, I love this track. Again, it's another one of those really great examples of them doing the sound and doing it really well. Like these slower tempo, you know, maybe meant for the radio, but you know, just a little bit slower, kind of singy. This would be like the slower part of the show when they play. This is a really great example of them doing that. And actually the tracks that I chose, which is I'll Be Your Man, Nowhere Left to Run, I Need a Woman, That's the Truth, and Foolish, in my opinion, represent this record the best based on what I just listened to. Now, we got to take a couple things into consideration. One, it's the first time I've listened to this record. Most of these songs, it's the first time I've heard them recorded. So there's a lot to take in. So I put my version of Above the Noise would be I'll Be Your Man, Nowhere Left to Run, I Need a Woman, That's the Truth, and Foolish. I'm not even just picking songs that I liked on the record. I feel like the best representation of what they were trying to do from a stylistic perspective can kind of be, in my opinion, described with those songs. I feel like those are really great moments in which I think they executed the genre blending very well. They did a really great representation of what they wanted to do with that sound. And I feel like it really took the cake. The reason I didn't really, I wasn't like, you know, stoked about a lot of the other tracks. It's not that I wasn't stoked on them, but it is different hearing Mcfly do some of these sounds whenever I feel like they are a significantly like a better band than the way some of these songs I think sound. And a lot of that just comes to, like the genre that you're trying to fit in, or the approach that you're trying to take, or the style, the style that you're trying to make. And like I said, I think there's a really split decision between, something like a Party Girl, which obviously has a lot of streams, and like it's a banging song, not something I would ever imagine hearing Mcfly do, right? But again, taking that slice of 2009, 2010, it makes sense that they would try that, right? But then like I hear them do Nowhere Left to Run, which not the same style, but using similar instrumentation. It's so much better of a song. And I think that this just really shows that, like, I feel like I really love half this record, and the other half I need way more listens to, because I think some of it is that jarring piece where you're not really expecting the sound. And then at the same time, in these songs, longing for moments of the band. Like I'm longing for that pop punk moment. I'm longing for that breakdown. And I got that. That's the thing. Like they give me that in this record. And I just feel like personally, I'm a big fan of the songs that I added to my liked, and the other songs I was really just okay with. I felt like I was kind of critical on this, which is kind of a bummer because like I love Mcfly, but at the same time, I think that's important because they have this huge discography. And as we work through it, the reason why some of the high points are such a high is because there's moments when you're like, oh, I'm not sure about this. Let me see what they do on the record after this. So for me, now I'm looking forward to the next record. So I hope you guys are stoked about this. I definitely want to know the comments. I definitely need to see like what you guys are feeling about this record, because it is very different from anything I've heard from them before. And I think it's a really great showcase of Tom Fletcher vocally. I'm just saying, like track after track, I feel like I was getting versions of him that I've never heard before. Even in songs that I didn't necessarily like, I still couldn't get over how great Tom sounded. So I feel like maybe we can get some wins in the chat for Tom, because I feel like that is pretty amazing to do. Not such a stylistic shift, because I feel like I've heard him do a lot of sounds, but to like really go in on this and bring this soulful approach. I can't get over I'll Be Your Man. Like I'm still thinking about him vocally in that, and that's crazy. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to like the video. Go check out Patreon if you want to see the full uncut album listening party where we jam the entire thing. We just catch a vibe. Let me know how you're feeling about that. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.